everyone of them down. That's a full team kill.
God, what is that?
Another.
He's looking for third. He's gonna get it.
Not the kill, and Vastek's gonna find another. He finds that shot. He finds two.
He's still alive. Can he go in?
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna go bar down and give Saints the lead again.
Hello, Saints Nation. Welcome back to the CCA Summer Series Division 2 for league play. We have an exciting matchup on our hands as we do have St. Clair Saints Gold going up against Penn State University. My name is Dan Banner, also known as Mr. Danners, joined alongside for the first time here on the commentary booth, Alex Hogarth. How you doing?
I'm good, Dan. How about you?
Doing quite well. We have the iRacing squad going to be commentating this one for you. A little bit of a different kind of car than we're used to watching, to say the least, though.
We see these jump and fly through the air all the time, and not uncommon on the oval track, but it's much less frequent, that's for sure.
Yeah, a little less rocket fuel, to say the least. But of course, you're talking to me a little bit prior to the cast, but the Saints Gold roster, even though they're currently sitting 2-6, it feels like it doesn't really tell the true story of it. What'd you have to say on that?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. On Wednesday, they did excellent. They had an excellent performance on Wednesday, and I hope they can carry it over to this game, and we can see something exciting from Saints Gold tonight. Hopefully another big win.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, because that game versus, I think it was the University of South Florida, we went into there thinking that it was going to be relatively even. Like, we've played University of South Florida before, and like they were tough games, and that was probably one of the hardest stomps I had seen in a long time. For sure, the hardest stomp I've seen in this Summer Series season, but maybe a good thing on the way, maybe.
Oh, definitely. I'm confident that they can carry it over into this game. Hopefully we'll be able to see that tonight.
Absolutely. Before we do hop into the game, though, we do have our current statistics as per what the Division 2 standings do look like. Of course, Barry University still holding the top spot there at 7-1. We're going to quickly run through this as well. Seton Hall, we haven't had the chance to see them on stream yet. Then I cannot even believe how to pronounce that one. I know that was code for someone's university. Don't quite got that there. But the ones we got to worry about, Penn State University, of course, 3-4 right now. We're short to follow down in 2-6. And it's so weird, the position that we're kind of stuck in right now, because both St. Clair Gold and then Penn State University, we were both the teams that, to say it bluntly, we got kind of screwed from Indian River State College's disqualification that ended up happening at the very early parts of the season. So still making it into one of the divisions nonetheless, but still Division 2 compared to 1. I mean, I've said it before, that kind of hurts a little bit, but still doing our best in this division here. And kind of surprised, actually, with how tough it's been, to say the least.
Oh, for sure. No, they're definitely putting up a fight, as we seen on Wednesday when they came out of the woodworks with that win.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they haven't let up on the gas at all. They're still absolutely giving it, and sometimes that day just goes right into your favor. I know, like, Comp was having a field day, to say the least, on the scoreboard. I think he might have made the double digits, if not extremely close, in regards to goals. But trying to think of anything additional. Any predictions, actually, with Penn State versus St. Clair?
I'm thinking with the current record, I think it's going to be a very close match. We might even see a Game 5 tonight.
Then Game 5, if we do happen to get there, who do you think takes it? It's okay.
I honestly think St. Clair is going to hold strong to their win on Wednesday, and I think they're going to carry it through. Hopefully maintain that streak.
Now, I am hoping that you are right, but I am going to the challenge just for the sake of devil's advocate here. I'm going to say 3-1 to the favor of Penn State.
Yes.
Just because the consistency from Saints just has not quite been there so far. We've definitely seen the high highs, but it's been a lot of hard fought, to be fair, but lows. Now, of course, I really want to be wrong. I want to make sure that all of us here at home, like all the Saints fans, of course, gets the W's that they, of course, deserve.
Yeah,
but
they're
we'll have to
looking for.
see. Absolutely. Now, still just waiting to get into the lobby. Should not be taking too much longer. One player just awaiting to get into the swing of things. But trying to...
I'm going to see if we have some interesting car choices tonight like we
That
seen
was
yesterday.
weird. Yeah. Like, I had asked the coach even, like, after the fact, it's like, the Scarab, the circle car that we saw Kamal driving. It's like, last time I knew that was a troll car.
Yeah.
Is this still the case? It's like, they might have been having a little bit of fun on that one. But
Definitely.
it was definitely different to say the least. But a lot of the troubles, at least from where we were watching Saints Green yesterday, it was a lot of defensive problems,
Yes.
to say the least, where they'd be up high, like stopping shots to prevent the second touch, to prevent those rebounds from happening. But in turn, just the contact was not hard enough. And I'm curious if, like, what's going to happen. Of course, two different teams here.
Definitely.
With Gold, their tried and true has been for the longest time in the past couple of seasons is fall behind early, download, then crush. But even if we look back to Wednesday, that was not the case at all. It was just crush.
They came out crushing.
Absolutely. Now, I do see we are going to be hopping in just a second here. A little bit of lightning on the field, to say the least. A little bit of a different environment. It's what I like to see. Game number 1. Here we go. We do have our Saints on the blue side, and it's going to be the side of Penn State in the orange. Here we go.
Boots is going to push it towards the middle off the goalpost.
That was actually extremely close for just a second there, and the demos are going to be coming out early. Comp is actually going to get it in there as well. I mean, everybody got absolutely smashed in the crease, but they made it work nonetheless.
Well, St. Clair Saints coming out swinging, as we see here.
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous. He took the shot and got the demo at the same time, so Comp's momentum from the game on Wednesday might be carrying right now.
Still here. Jamaican Coconut trying out the air dribble. Is he going to do it? Nope. He got Spoods with a great save.
Pressure's still there, though. Brand is going to be able to secure that one after a little bit of an awkward rebound. Once again, maybe a different squad, but it feels a little bit the same. Actually, no, that was a nice little check there from the side of PSU onto Nitrix, which pushed him out of the way of making that save. And then just absolutely capitalizing. We have ourselves a 1-1 game.
Bit of a slow start.
Oh, hang on a second. We do have ourselves a little bit of a disconnection here, so we will
issues.
We will be throwing this back to us for just a second as we have the lobby kind of crashing, but we'll have to see. That might be a complete redo here because for whatever reason, Comp seems to have disconnected. So we will be on a quick pause here. But okay, it doesn't get really too much closer than that off the start. We
First minute, 2 goals. Both teams coming off really strong right off the bat. We've seen lots of air dribbling.
Oh yeah, Jamaican Coconut even like going to be taking a look at them as this game continues forward as well, because like right off the bat, if you're willing to try that, there's got to be a little bit of confidence in you, to say the least.
Definitely. I'm sure we'll see a bunch more of that.
Absolutely. Now, in just a second, taking a look. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to be hopping into this one for a little bit here. Unfortunate crash here for Comp. So we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a tech pause, I do believe, giving us a quick opportunity to check on everybody and make sure everything's good. But we will be taking ourselves a very, very quick break. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll get back as soon as we're back on the pitch. All right, we're back in action here. Going to basically start this one from scratch here as Comp is now back in the game. So, I mean, it was a clean slate to begin with, so might as well just get ourselves a fresh game starting off once again here. PSU in the orange, St. Clair in the blue. Here we go once again.
We did get a nice opportunity to get a little peek at the kind of action we're going to see over the next few games here. And once again, lots of air dribbling through the middle by Jamaican Coconut.
Yeah, now in the corner of the PSU zone, we do see Nitrix is here. Does have to get past Coconut, though. No boost here for Nitrix, but he still did manage to get a little shot off. Gonna go a little bit wide, however. Kareem towards the center. Does not quite have a teammate available, but at least takes the pressure off him for a little moment. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, okay, hang on. Comp there. Good thing his connection was right on point, because he got there at the last possible second.
Comp saved his teammate there, that's for sure. You got Kareem bringing the ball, trying to set something up in the middle. Nope, he's stopped by Comp. Nitrix comes flying in. You got Spoods getting a nice clear, and Comp centering the ball. And Jamaican Coconut playing it in the corner now.
A bit interesting little bounce, however, now towards the center. It's going to be picked up, I believe that was from Kareem from the side of PSU for just a second. Spoods, good little challenge. Nitrix is there. That is going to redirect towards the net, but it did not have a heck of a lot of juice. Comp, however, there with the rebound, again with the shot, but it is going to be Kareem with the save once again. And now the breakout opportunity here for PSU.
All right, let's see if PSU can set something up here. They've been pretty heavy on the Saints so far, but the Saints get it out once again. And Kareem with the aerial save.
Yeah, right back towards the center. Here we go. Kareem going to get another opportunity here for PSU. Shot is going to be just wide. A second touch, not quite there. Kareem with the rebound, going to just go wide. Passes it to the center. Shot is going to go wide as well. I do believe Comp had the challenge on that. So nicely done in his own regard. Nice down pass towards Spoods. Brings it towards the center. Looks for the tap, but barely. Going to go wide once again.
St. Clair getting lots of chances, but they're not able to convert on any at this time. Nearing the halfway point through the first game. Hopefully Comp can set something up here, get something going for the Saints. Oh, will he get it? Oh, and right on the goal line, Jamaican stops him.
Absolutely denied. It does not get much closer than that. And how many times on Wednesday did we see Comp just pulling that kind of stuff off, taking it himself, looking for these solo plays and finishing the job? But big save from Jamaican Coconut.
That could be a game changer here, because as we've seen, we haven't gotten a point from either team. Lots of chances, but the ball seems to just keep getting caught up in the center of the field, and no one can really. Oh, Jamaican coming up with a nice aerial dribble.
Did end up getting denied at the very last moment, though. No centering ball off the wall this time by, but it is just kind of awkwardly pop flying through the center field. Right back now towards the PSU zone. Kareem is there in the skies, ready to make the play. Solid attempt, but does get denied by one of the Saints defense.
Comp's going to bring that. Spoods is going to center that ball, and Nitrix is hopefully going to get a clear here and get something going for the Saints. As we've seen, we're playing a bit of racquetball here. The ball keeps going back and forth. Comp comes in with a crazy save.
That was actually terrifying there for a second for the side of St. Clair. The one-on-ones, I mean, we saw it yesterday, how scary of a position that is, but then Comp flying out of nowhere. What a save.
100%. Comp has saved his teammates more than a few times. Comp with the break, almost near breakaway, but Kareem's going to stop him. Spoods trying to center the ball, but Kareem keeps stopping him. Brand's bringing it up the edge. Is he going to be able to set something up for Penn State here?
Does have a little bit of backup. Pass in center, but the shot does not quite go through. Granted, they still do have control of it. The minute left to go. Shot just a bit wide. Rebounds, but Comp once again going to find himself the epic save, just getting a wheel on that.
Hopefully Spoods can set something up here. We're running down the clock with only 48 seconds remaining here in game one. Hopefully Brand clear for Penn State. Comp's really fighting to keep that ball in the zone, and so is Spoods. They do not want to let it out. They know time is ticking and they need to get something going.
Oh, so close, but it is going to be a little bit too high there. Was scared for the Saints for a second, as they did have three up there. Spoods looking for the awkward angle shot. It's going to end up being a pass to Nitrix, actually. So they did have control for just a second. The downtown shot is going to be pushed aside. I think it would have went wide anyway, but at least it's now in a safe spot for at least a moment. Brand now fighting it out here with Nitrix. A little bit of a pop fly now towards the PSU zone. 10 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Is Comp going to take care of it, or are we going to see an overtime here? It's going to. Oh, Brand is dribbling the ball, clears it. And yeah, we're going to see an overtime here.
All right, so first game on the mic, first overtime. Can't get any better than that.
Oh, no.
Up towards the top, we do see Nitrix and Jamaican Coconut trying to battle it out. This is a bit of an awkward spot once again here for St. Clair. Comp is going to take care of it for just a second, but did not quite get as much of a power shot on that as he would have wanted. Cream bringing it through, but Nitrix is going to deny him for just a second. But Pop Fly once again towards Brand. Nope, Spoods is going to pick it up. But a good job from the side of PSU to just continue to keep this in the Saints zone for a little while.
It's not the ball. They can't get the ball. Oh, they finally got the ball almost out of the zone. They need to get something going here. They're going to give up an overtime goal and lose game one. Nitrix with the clear. Hopefully Nitrix can send it to the center. I'm sure Comp's waiting. Spoots rotating. The ball's in the center. Can we get some? Oh, and Kareem clears the ball once again.
That could have been close. We did see Comp kind of hovering around in the background, just looking for his opportunity to strike, but he just could not quite find the cleanest of opportunities to do so. And to be fair, there hasn't necessarily been a lot of shots, but there has been a lot of crease time, to say the least, where the ball is just hovering around that area, but just not necessarily in the most threatening of natures. So we see another attempt here. Nitrix going to put the stop to that, however, to make sure that wasn't a centering pass, and Comp going to do the same after the second attempt.
And the ball goes towards the Saints net. Hopefully Spoots can get this going here and get this.
Oh, he's gone.
Sades is dribbling. Oh, and Jamaican Coconut with the save, but Comp's going to keep it in the zone. He's fighting with Brand now. Brand's going to go for the aerial clear. Stopped by Nitrix in the center field. And they're just not able to clear that ball. Oh, and Brand demolished by Spoots.
Yeah,
3v2 for a second here. Couldn't they can take advantage of that? No, Jamaican Coconut with the clear again. They're trying to get something going in the Saints' end.
Yeah, they just had a couple opportunities there, however, could not really muster a strong shot out of it. We see another attempt here. Comp is looking for maybe a hard angle shot. We've seen him try this in the past. The rebound was missed, but Spoots is going to end up getting a piece of it, but not enough to bring it towards the net. Possible reversal here for the side of PSU if they can bring this one on over. Jamaican Coconut trying to redirect this towards the net, but does not have the juice to really get it done. So Nitrix is going to be able to drag race his way back into the crease in time to at least put a little stop to this.
Well, it's back in PSU's end. Hopefully, 2.5 minutes into overtime, we've seen a ton of shots from both teams, a ton of action, but no. Oh, Spoods is gonna stop them every time. There's a shot. There's a save in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Shot for shot, save for save at this point here, and we've basically had ourselves a game and a half worth of Rocket League, and that was a very awkward one. This one's going to crawl its way in. Brant is going to find that one, I believe, from center field, or was it from his own crease? Basically just launches it from his own crease, catches the Saints getting a little bit over-aggressive, and are going to absolutely make the Saints pay for it. What a first game. It was very, very close, back and forth consistently. There wasn't really anything super fancy. It was just constantly like semi-threatening shots, just kind of hovering around the crease, and then eventually just found ourselves that one that sealed the deal in the end.
Oh, it was definitely anybody's game. We've seen a huge battle the whole game. Neither team could get the ball out of their end. Lots of shots, lots of saves from both teams. The Saints just let one go right in overtime there. They had some bad luck, a shot from the other end, but hopefully they can turn that around. We still got a few games here.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, that's just one. And of course, our Saints Gold of old are completely used to giving up game number one and then getting ready to do the reversal. So we'll have to see if that does end up being the case here as we do get ready to go into game number two. Of course, it's Rocket League. We don't like to waste too much time in between games. It's just go, go, go
definitely.
all of the time here. So hopping right on in just a second. But again, I cannot stress, it just took one barely of an overextension to unfortunately lose the game there for your Saints, but good on PSU to capitalize.
Hopefully Comp can get something started early here, as we've seen in game one before we had some technical issues.
Yeah, all seems to be good now, thankfully, and the pressure now, looking for a little bit of double touch, had that right on target, but it is going to be pushed aside this time by. And I do feel like we were saying Comp's name a lot. He was honestly one of the ones just getting it within the threatening zones, but just could not quite find that final touch that he was looking for.
Definitely. Got Brand trying to make something. Kareem flying through the air trying to take a shot on Saints net, but and Spoot saves it.
Another very, very close opportunity there for PSU, but a good save nonetheless here from the Saints. A little bit of a bouncer now in the Saints zone. An attempted clear. A little bit of a tee-up actually here for Jamaican Coconut. Good pass right on over to one of their teammates. Actually, they both ended up going for it, so they opt to actually retreat for just a moment. But PSU taking their time, not overextending, which is pretty nice to see.
Definitely, we got Nitrix trying to make something happen, but Jamaican Coconut keep coming through the air with the and right Bran with a direct shot. No one was there to stop him. PSU off to with an early lead here in game 2. Hopefully, St. Clair Saints goal can turn that around.
That was beautiful. Tic-tac-toe passing play coming out here from PSU. That was clean. So absolutely fantastic stuff. We go from seeing scrappy Rocket League play to seeing a beautiful passing play like that. What polar opposites, to say the least, to start off this game.
Classic Rocket League play. Hopefully the Saints can recoup here, grab their bearings, and they can get a comeback. It's only one goal, right?
Absolutely. One goal in lots of time, and especially when random shots are crawling that close to the net, I mean, you never know, right?
Definitely. And Spoots comes through with another awesome save. No shortage of saves here in these matches. Not much scoring, but plenty of saves. Comp trying to stop Brand from bringing that deep into the Saints zone. Is Brand going to set something up in the middle here? Nope, Comp clears it out once again, but Jamaican Coconut is going to stop him from clearing it. You got Nitrix trying to set something up in PSU's end, but no, Brand clearing it. A lot of paddle ball here. A lot of back and forth.
I mean, at this point here, PSU doesn't mind playing that game, right? If anything, it's just killing time off of the clock, which will definitely go in their favor at the end of the day. Redirect attempt here from Nitrix. That was a sneaky little one, but a good save there from Brand to not get fooled from that one. Right back into the Saints zone shortly after. Still have 2, maybe 3 of the members of PSU actually past the halfway point, looking for an offensive play, but Comp is going to interfere with it and at least stop that dead for the moment.
Brand sends the ball, but Nitrix is going to fly through the air with another awesome save. But Kareem's going to keep it in the end. St. Clair's going to have to get this ball out. It's just shot after shot. Spoots is going to go for the air dribble.
No way.
We get it. And Brand with the save. Another shot on net by the Saints. Comp almost put that one in on the rebound there, but now it's back in the Saints' end, and Spoots is going to try and clear that out again, maybe get something going again for them.
Oh man, that was easily their best attempt so far here in game number 2, but unfortunately not able to capitalize on it completely. And we even have Saints teammates at this point here kind of fighting for boost. Nitrix, solo play, does have Comp actually there for the extra little hit, or that was Spoods rather, who did get the initial hit to make that a shot on target, and then Nitrix ended up demoing the goalie, but there was 2 people in net. So everybody is still A-okay on the side of PSU. One more attempt, Comp is not going to find it, going to get the demo instead, but does not matter. We're all the way into the Saints zone right here. Brand looking for the dive bomb to maybe try and finish that one off, but gets pushed aside.
Nitrix is trying to make something happen in the middle, but Brand clears it back into the Saints' end, and Comp's going to play with it a little while he's fighting with Kareem on the wall.
It was funny yesterday when we saw, I think it was Kamal and one of the other players landing literally on top of each other, and that ended up being the rule 1, so they just kind of sat there for a while. But almost happened, but not this time, as we see another attempt. Gets past 1, but not going to get past 2. Comp with a save. Rebound, though. Brand going to find his second one of this game. Again, the first initial save was made, but unfortunately, nobody in position for the second one.
7 shots from Brand tonight. That is not a low number.
Just in this game alone, too. That's insane.
All right, we got the start. Jamaican Coconut keeps it in the Saints' end. Saints really need to put the pressure on here if they want to. And Kareem sends it in off pretty much right off the bat, pretty much securing this game too here for PSU. The Saints will have to do some serious legwork if they want to come back here.
Yeah, that's definitely a brutal one to give up this late into the game, just like you said. I mean, not necessarily a impossible lead to come back from, but you're definitely feeling a little bad after this one. PSU looking like they're in prime position to bring this series to 2-0, get match point nice and quick in this series. But yet, Saints are still going to be trying their damnedest here. Still 35 seconds left to go in Rocket League. That still feels like an eternity.
Definitely. PSU is not letting off the throttle here. They are keeping the ball in the Saints' end, and they are just being relentless, I think. But Comp's going to try and make something happen late game.
Ooh.
No, and he's stopped by Brand. Spoods is going to fly through the air and try and stop the ball from entering the Saints' end, but he's unsuccessful, and we're going to lots of action again in front of the crease, but no conversion from PSU. And that's just going to probably wrap it up for game 2 here. Hopefully the Saints can recuperate for game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if I were making a Saints highlight reel for like 6 saves, between the game we saw yesterday and then the game today, I would have so much content, it would be insane. Yeah. But unfortunately, in regards to finding the W on the board, as much as the saves may look nice, that's not going to do us justice here. So the Saints falling once again here in game number 2. Some very, very tough scenarios up ahead here. Reverse sweep is the only option, which I know I've said plenty of times before. It seems like go down 0-2 and then reverse sweep seems to be their go-to. That's not a very safe way to play.
No. We'll see. I'm sure they're going to come out with a high energy. They know what's on the line now. They started off with 2 losses, and now they know the pressure's on. This is the do or die moment.
Yeah, is there anything specific about the way that they've been playing that just seems like PSU has been able to abuse, or do you think it's just not necessarily chance, but just like capitalization?
I think they need to work on clearing their ball better, and they need to make solid decisions on where that ball is going to be going. I think they're kind of all over the place, and they need to work together as a team to kind of make those plays happen, as we saw with BSU with their tic-tac-toe.
Absolutely. Definitely makes sense. Right. Solid start so far here for the Saints, as we are in the PSU zone right off the start. No early game shenanigans, at least as of yet. I say that, though, and Brand is going to find, what, goal 5 of the series? Just like that. After a very awkward clearing attempt, just like you're saying, like, Comp did not quite get all of that one and gets absolutely capitalized on. Brand finding the goal.
25 seconds in, Brand's taking advantage of the Saints non-clearing abilities. And hopefully they can come. Oh, Comp right off the bat, but he's stopped by Brand once again. But Spoods is not going to let that go. He's going to hit the rebound. Comp's coming back. Hopefully, yep, Comp gets it almost clear again, but he's stopped by Kareem in the corner. Hopefully they can get this ball out and get something moving here.
Yeah, thankfully there for the Saints, the offense coming out there from PSU did not have any boost. Was forced to just kind of flip his way over to try and drag race that, so they were able to get there nice and safely. But we still see Jamaican Coconut not necessarily going for demos, but still just trying to play interference with any sort of breakout opportunity that the Saints try to do. And we do see some of the Saints opting for maybe a couple more demos in their own right, which has worked in the past, but it does not matter if there's no cars in your way to begin with. Brand getting yet another one after Jamaican Coconut sends it from the corner, and then Brand just threads the needle.
Yeah, Brand really didn't have much opposition there. All he needed to do was make sure that ball went in between the goalposts.
It doesn't get too much center than that, too. That was just basically like straight down the center line.
Oh, Spoods with the same right down the center line. Hopefully the Saints can carry that momentum right off into the next face-off here. That's a 2-1 game, and we're only 1 minute and 14 seconds in. Hopefully the Saints can have a comeback here, because they're going to need 3 straight wins to secure this series.
I mean, it just starts with 1, right? And thankfully, after a bit of a awkward goal from PSU, Saints are able to answer it pretty well immediately. Rather have this 1-goal game that was nearly a 2-goal game once again there. Jamaican Coconut trying to find that one, but a good save from Spoods there to keep this in. Now still stuck in the PSU zone for a second. Comp shot on target, nobody home, and Comp is going to get that one. We have a tie game.
That's just awesome effort from St. Clair Gold. Not just relentless shot after shot, and they're finally able to convert again, and that brings us to a 2-2 game. We got 3.5 minutes for the Saints to secure this one, and 2 more games after that to secure the series.
I mean, good on Nitrix on that play as well, rather than just trying to send it along the wall and center it that way, which would have been covered. Hang on a second. I got interrupted by a hat trick. Brand is just going to find the capitalization right off of the face-off, as Kareem, with the interesting little bounce off the corner on the right-hand side, ends up making the perfect centering pass, and they have themselves the lead yet again.
Hopefully Comp got the ball going in the right direction, but it was redirected by a PSU player, and Spoods is going to try and make something happen here. And with the demolish on Brand, hopefully Comp can get this ball out of the zone. We got a little bit too much trickery going on here.
It seemed like it was just kind of stuck there for a second. Spoods is going to at least win that 50-50 as it goes off to the corner where Nitrix is, but nobody could really get a solid shot on it nonetheless. Now Comp could not get there. It's going to be another shot on target. Brand was looking for number 4 in this game alone. Would have been what? Goal number 9 so far in this series at this rate. Just absolutely killing it so far. He brings it in for another offensive attempt.
Nitrix trying to get something going on the outside. He got past Jamaican Coconut, but Kareem stopped him in the goal crease, and now Kareem's going to try and bring it towards the St. Clair net, and it's pushed out by Spoods, but Jamaican's going to keep it in. Spoods once again trying to get something going on the outside. Oh, and that's towards the PSU net. Hopefully the Saints can capitalize on this. But no, it's taken out again by Bran.
Yeah, Spoods had the right idea, did get past a bunch of them, but did not have the boost. But now it's right back into the St. Clair zone with just over 2 minutes left to go in this game. Match point and threatening, and there it is. Goal number 4. Bran is not disappointing in the slightest, having an absolute pop-off game, and yet another setup there from Kareem.
Bran is absolutely on fire tonight, and Kareem, you got to thank the assist, because without the assist, there's no goals. Kareem has set him up non-stop, and as we can see, the teamwork is definitely making a difference on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, the roles are kind of showing themselves a little bit. It seems like Brand's finding himself in the finishing touch kind of position. Kareem's setting everybody up, and Jamaican Coconut is, this ball does not leave center like ever. Just constantly sending it right back in as best as possible, or if it does get into the PSU zone, it's a situation like this where it's at such an odd angle that it's probably not too threatening. That being said, though, Nitrix is actually going to headhunt him a little bit. Bit of an opening here, awkward spot in the crease, but it does end up leaking its way forward right back into the St. Clair zone. Jamaican Coconut is going to get himself onto the board. Just faking that he was going to go to the left, I think, here. And he had 2 people to deal with. Okay, Bran actually went headhunting for Nitrix, making goaltending in that position so difficult.
Yeah.
Very, very smart play from PSU.
Definitely. It's very difficult to get behind the ball, especially when you got someone pushing you the other way. Hopefully the Saints can pull out some energy here. We only got a minute and a half remaining in Game 3. Spoots takes the shot on net, but it goes a little wide. Comp tries to tip it in. Bran bringing that ball to the center. Hopefully the Saints can turn it around.
Kind of stuck for a second shot. It's going to just end up going off the post here. So Saints going to use that to maybe try and get something moving towards PSU's side. The double demo coming out here from Spoos, and interference on the goaltender. There was nobody home, but they could not get the angle on it.
Nope. Jamaican Coconut with the crazy save to stop St. Clair from trying to capitalize on yet another opportunity. But the Jamaican Coconut with the half-court shot. That brings us to 6-2 for PSU, and Jamaican Coconut with another goal on the board.
I mean, the Saints were so worried about getting themselves a couple on the board as well, to the point where only the one player was up there, but is currently in the process of trying to get some boost for themselves, and just catches them with their pants down. Nothing that they can really do. Nothing but flat tires. You're not moving too quick at that point. Could not make the save. So now PSU just escalating this lead.
Definitely. Bran pushes it back into St. Clair's end. We got 40 seconds remaining here. Comp's going to make the save in front of the net, and they just can't get it out of the zone. They need to recoup and get that ball into PSU's end and try and make something happen. Comp with the aerial. Is he going to dribble it in? No, he's stopped by Bran.
He's always matched up there. Like, yes, Comp loves these solo effort or like finishing touch plays from the skies. However, whether it's Coconut or whether it's been Bran, somebody has always been there to answer. So if a shot even does go off, it's at such an awkward angle that it's not really even threatening. So with all of that coming together, it is going to be PSU finding themselves the 3-0 sweep over St. Clair Saints Gold.
Well, as I said earlier, that was not the prediction that I had in mind. I was thinking St. Clair might have been able to carry their momentum over into this game, but it just wasn't possible. It's not what happened here tonight. It was a great performance from PSU. They had lots of teamwork, lots of passing. They had a tic-tac-toe play, as we've seen, and no shortage of shots.
Oh, absolutely. And like other than game 1, which felt like some scrappy Rocket League. Like there was never anything super fancy. It was just like crawlers and a couple setups. Which, yes, we got the overtime. It was close, but it feels like the mental for the Saints, unfortunately, just kind of got deleted right after that happened, after having such a close one. Because then there was something about game 2. Like, started off fine, but then as soon as they got that passing play, and they did it the one time, then it was just setup after setup through all of game 2 and then through all of game 3. They just found their mark. They're absolutely on fire. Saints put up a good fight, but PSU just the better squad today.
Definitely. As we've seen, they definitely were using the walls and their boost to their advantage. It was rarely often we've seen a PSU player without any boost. They were doing lots of air dribbles, and Comp was also doing many, but he just couldn't get the ball out of the zone. Same with the other St. Clair players.
Like we've seen multiple times, even a couple of the goals where like Spoods and Nitrix were like taking the shots themselves, but also were doing a fantastic job of getting it towards the center. However, it always had an answer. There was never an opportunity or any sort of gap that they can really squeeze into. At least when there was, maybe after like 1 in every 30 shots, it felt like it was very few and far between. But unfortunately, like it helped that PSU had the passing, but they were just able to find those gaps a lot better today.
Definitely, a lot of lucky bounces for both teams today, as we've seen. Hopefully, the Saints can come back from that one in their next game.
Yeah, so we still have, I believe, 1 more week of league play here for the CCA, and then we'll be going into the playoffs. With how things are going, I'm not 100% sure of the playoff format itself, but once we get more information, we will definitely let you all know how that one ends up going down. But still, additional Rocket League going to be happening this week as well on College Carball's channel tomorrow at 3:45. You'll get to see Green in action once again versus Stockton. Of course, the runner-ups from Worlds last season, so that is going to be an interesting one nonetheless. And then I'm currently still awaiting word for maybe a little bit of League of Legends tomorrow, if the schedule, actually drops. But we'll see about that very, very, very shortly. And otherwise, how was your first cast? Did you enjoy it?
It was good. Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed watching the Saints fight their way. Hopefully a little bit of a better outcome next time I'm on board. But they did great. They worked as hard as they could. They just couldn't get the ball out of the zone, and they had some unlucky bounces, as I said.
Oh, absolutely. It was a pleasure having you on board.
Well, thanks for having me out.
That being said, though, we shall close things out for tonight. Unfortunately, here for Saints Gold, did not quite go into their favor, are going to drop 3-0, but yet the season not quite done. 1 more game still left in the schedule that will be played out next week. But we'll also have, again, like I was saying, Green will be having their game on Saturday. So be sure to follow us on social media to know when that goes live. But that being said, we'll close out for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.